Right, so our top story at this hour. There has been widespread flooding in and around Gauteng. Nearby Standerton in Mpumalanga is among the worst areas affected. A number of families have been affected by the recent downpours, which have led to water overflowing from the Grootdraai Dam in Standerton. On that note, next cross-our reporter Molemo-waone Mothoa is covering the story for us. Molemo, a very good afternoon and thank you for your time. Perhaps you can just paint a picture of what is transpiring on your end on the back of the torrential rains that have hit the area.
Good afternoon. Indeed, we are in Standerton, and we actually understand that a whole lot of people here, have been affected by the recent floods, which started earlier this week. And a number of families had to be removed from their homes, and they were accommodated at one of the halls in this area. However, we understand that some of them actually have asked to move back to their homes in order to start with a mop-up of their properties. Just to join me now, I am going to speak to one of them, Mr. Posthumous. Just tell us your experience of this, flooding. How has it been like, and how have you been coping? How have this, affected you?
Lucky that I grew up next to the Paul River, up to the age of 17. And I saw this river in 1973. Was more water than now. And my dad showed me, if the water is standing there, still don't worry. And as soon as I feed the dogs and this, and I every day, right up to the 9. And when I turn around, I hear the sounds. And when I look around, I got my marks. They see the water coming right over that wall there. And then I know the level. As soon as I go to this, I saw the dogs running and this. And then the police here and this water coming from this side. And then they moved me. Lucky. Because by that time when I walked there, the water is knee deep.
And how's the situation now?
The situation now is very good. And it dropped nearly back to normal. And there's still the rubber flow a lot. But it's actually good. But we was flooded, the mats and everything and the blankets. And because this is the lowest point when you look around.
And it looks like there's still some there are still some showers that are coming in this area. What's your concern?
My concern, I think this time it will going to be worse, like in 1973, because I remember as a kid with my dad. And he know the Paul River because we grew up onto the Paul River. That time the water was so it touches that big bridge was just being built after the old bridge. And he shifted it on the guys. And I was worried because if that bridge falls, there's no route to Natal and the transport and everything. But I say it won't go that much. The way I look at it. And what I say, I was monitor the river as soon as it starts pushing up every day, right up to the night, because I normally sleep only 2 hours because I got a bit of brain damage. I just sleep 2 hours and then I'm awake. And I monitor.
Thank you, sir. Just to hear as to how, these people here are going to be assisted. I'm now joined by the MMC for Community Safety in the area, Sipati Modise. Looking at this situation now, it looks like a lot of them actually have gone back to their homes. As we earlier on, passed by one of the halls where they were accommodated, we were told that earlier today they were actually taken back to their homes. What has been prepared, in case of any, situation perhaps maybe changing?
Thank you so much. Greetings to you and the viewers. As the municipality working together with SABC and all the teams that are included in disaster management, we are making sure that we are monitoring the situation, and will make sure that we provide even with necessity that are needed to the people. That's why we had to take them to the town hall. Yes, it's true, like you said, that some of them went back to their homes. Since the situation, at least it's getting better at the moment, but we are monitoring and we are getting updates, and will make sure that people are safe, and working together with the NGOs as well as pastors, fraternities and all the stakeholders.
And we've also noticed that some of the roads are still not yet passable because of the water there. Have perhaps people been advised to use alternative routes? What has been actually communicated to the people in this area?
Yes, at the moment we are having a lot of traffic and SABs in those roads that are more specially affected by the water. But at the moment, at least now, even at Mayerville Bridge, at least cars are getting to the other side. At least the situation is much better, but we are still trying to monitor and advise people that they can use other alternative roads if necessary. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. That's the MMC for Community Safety in the area saying that the situation has somewhat normalized, but they will continue monitoring in case perhaps there are changes.
All right, thank you very much for that update. Molemo is obviously in Standerton, weighing in on the back of the floods that have impacted the area. Developing Story will continue to monitor as we stay looking at the impact of rains around the country.